So in my video 1 on my Seesaw video 1, how to use Seesaw for students, I showed you some problems you might run into. So if you are using the blue internet, the blue E internet, that's Microsoft, some of the features like the audio, which is the microphone recording feature, or the video feature will not work, okay, on the Microsoft internet, but your tools work well, like your drawing, your writing, your typing tools will work well, whereas they won't work as well when you're using something like this one, Google Chrome. But yet your video and your audio, which is your microphone, will work better on Google. So I'm going to show you what I expect you to do if you run into these situations. So let's focus on Fern, okay? Your Wednesday literacy activity, a bird named Fern. And again, I'm in my made-up student Bridget's account, okay? And I'm in my activities tab, which are all the things I did not yet do for Mrs. Pendleton this week. Okay, so we know for Fern, you had to add your response, read the story, complete the reading response using the editing tools. You can also take a picture of your work or upload it. Tap the green check mark to add to your journal. If you wanted to hear a teacher reading those instructions, you could hit play instructions, but we're not actually going to do that. So to read the story, you can click right here in the box, or you can go ahead and do what step 1 says, tap your add response button, and you can pull your story up once you're already into the student template. Okay, so here's the template. Notice it's working very, very well here in my Microsoft Internet browser. Okay, there's a namespace at the top. It says the directions, draw and label the setting and main character from the story. Write complete sentences to tell about the main character's problem. There's the book. If I didn't know what the book said, if I want to read it from already in this template, you click View Instructions, and there is a box which has the activity instructions again. And there's the story if you want to go back and reread the story. Okay, here it says directions. Number 1, read the story. 2, think about the setting, characters, and problem while you are reading. 3, be ready to write and or tell someone about the story when you are done. Okay, so you would read A Bird Named Fern. These pictures are taken right out of your shared reading book, your Wonders Reading Writing Workshop book. Okay, so let's pretend like I'm a super fast reader. Look at that. Okay, I'm at the end. It tells you again what to do. Complete the reading response using the text to help you. The reading response can be found on your Seesaw assignment. And again, the directions will stay right on your Seesaw template in case you want to go back and check different parts of the story. Okay, so once you're done listening to the instructions and you're ready to write on the template, you can X out of this box. If you need it again, it's right there at the top if you need it again. Okay, and then you can draw and write. So let's pretend. Okay, there's my setting. There's my clouds. I'm doing this really quick. This is not my best. Please don't judge me, boys and girls. Okay, there's Fern. Should probably make her head yellow. She is a bird. Whoa, it's a big tool. There's her beak. I should color it orange. There's Fern. Okay. And let's say I wanted to write the problem. I could choose whatever tool I wanted to use and write with my finger directly on here. Let's pretend like you're on your parents' phone or a tablet with a really small screen. You can click this button to make it bigger. Okay, so now it can get as big as you want, and now I have room to write the problem. See, I can fit my writing now on the line much, much better than before. Okay, another thing that you can do, oh, no, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever hit the X. Another thing that you can do is you could choose to type instead of write. So you can zoom in to write with your finger, make the screen a little bit larger. But if you decide, no, you know what, I don't think I want to do that, it's not my best, neatest writing, I'm going to get rid of it. You can hit that little, sorry, I was hitting that back arrow button right there, which takes away one mistake at a time. So if you do this and you don't like it, you hit that, it goes away. You can also use the eraser. This should erase things. So I kind of want out of the line right there. Erase it. Okay. This is the shape tool. When you hit that, it opens up these like 3 little dots to touch them. Tells you what you want to do. If you want to lock a picture in place, it would say lock. If you want to, this is more for like teachers. If teachers wanted to move the boxes around, we would like unlock them, or to set them in place. They don't go all over the place when you're drawing inside of them. We can lock them. To type, you hit the T. So let's say I want to type the problem. I can move my box down here where it says problem. So if I don't want to write all my fingers and zoom my screen in, I can, okay, kind of move your finger, hover it like over the shape, or if you're using a computer that has like a mouse, you have to kind of like, touch it with your finger until you see those 4 arrows. Looks like a compass, like north, south, east, and west. Once you see the arrows, you can move the box anywhere. It's called resizing it. You can make it bigger. Let's stretch my box out so my words go across. Okay, and I'm going to start typing the problem. So, sorry, I'm typing with one hand, so it's very slow. The problem is Fern thought the clouds were a bed and fell through them, period. Okay. So I'm going to go back and reread my writing to make sure it looks right, sounds right, makes sense. The problem is Fern thought the clouds were a bed and fell through them. Okay, that's one of the big problems in the story. So let's say that you're all done and you want to record it. Remember what happened in my last video? When you're on the internet that looks like this with the blue E, this feature will not work. See? You'll get an error message, okay? So when you're on your Microsoft Internet or Microsoft Edge, it's probably going to give you a similar error message, and that's okay. Okay, recording is just an option. So you can just turn it in how it is. At least on Microsoft, you'll be able to use your typing tools, and you should be able to use a camera tool if you decide you want to take a photo or upload a photo already saved on your tablet or your computer, your phone, whatever device you're using. Okay, or you can use your drawing tools to draw and your writing tools to write with your finger, and use your plus magnifying glass to make your screen bigger. Okay? So when you're all done, never do this. Always look for the green arrow, which is in the top right corner. So once you check that, you should be done, and it will go to your teacher. Okay? You might not be able to go back and resubmit or fix anything until your teacher approves your first one. Okay? Until I approve it. There you go. So there's your work. Now it went from being in your activities, which means you're not done, to your journal, which means it's what you're done with. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so the problem that you might have on your tablet or on your internet browser, if you're using Microsoft, is the trouble with the microphone and the video. Okay, but watch what happens when I use something it tells you should use, which is Google Chrome. Okay, so this is Google Chrome. Again, I'm on my student Bridget's account. Again, I have that many activities I did not do. Oh, you know what? Fern's not going to be here anymore because I just did it. So Let's find another reading and responding. Okay, let's say I decide I don't want to use this one anymore. You can either go back and fix it by hitting edit item, or I don't think I can get rid of it, can I? No, you can keep what you have here and open it up and make a new one. So I'm going to hit copy and edit. That makes a copy of it. It says loading. Okay. It's supposed to make a copy of your activity, but I am on Google Chrome now. Okay. Google Chrome means my microphone feature and my video recording can work, but guess what? Do you see the template, boys and girls? Because I don't. It's gone, isn't it? The whole fern thing that you were supposed to be able to write on is gone. Not there at all. Disappeared. So, let me see something. Okay. So when this happens, this means I have a blank screen. Okay, my little colors aren't over here. My problem setting characters boxes, they're gone. So I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, so if this ever happens to you, you can either do it on a piece of tablet paper at home and use the camera to take a picture. Or if you already took a picture with your iPad or your phone camera, you can use the cloud and the arrow, which is upload, and then you can hit photos and it will take you to your camera's saved photos, the ones that are already saved on your tablet or your iPad or your phone, whatever you're using. And you can just touch and select the ones you want and then hit upload. Okay, so you can do it that way. You can do it at home and upload or take a photo of it, or you can just record. Okay, watch what happens when I use my microphone feature, but there's nothing here. It says record your voice while creating in 1 and go. I'm on. I'm live. See, it says up here recording. I've been recording for 6 seconds now. Okay, so it's letting me use my tools now, but there's still no boxes. I can't even see the template where it said characters, setting, and problem. So I'm just going to do the best I can to remember where stuff was, and I can draw my little fern, maybe. Oh, no, that's not even working. And look at that. My tools are not working at all. It looks like nothing is showing up. At least that's what I think. Okay, see, I'm trying to draw Fern's head and the smiley face and nothing. It looks invisible. Okay, so I'm going to use this and try to type something. So I'm going to type Fern. But look, nothing's happening. Okay, so you think that it's just going to stay blank, right? Watch when I'm done recording. I hit pause. And I'm just going to keep whatever I recorded. So let's pretend like you recorded. Actually, no, I'm not done. Since I can't see what I'm doing, I better just record my voice telling you the problem and solution. The problem is our main character, Fern, is a bird. She thought the clouds were beds, and when she went to lay on them, she fell down through. Okay, so the main character is Fern, and I tried to draw a picture of Mrs. Pendleton, but I don't think it worked, and I'm sorry. And the setting took place outside, in the daytime, and in the sky, where the clouds are. Okay, I hope this is okay, Mrs. Pendleton. Sorry again, I was not able to see my template and get it to work. Okay, all done. So then you hit done, which is the green check mark. Notice my recording stopped at 1 minute 40. I'm going to hit done again. And look at that. It actually takes you to the template. But look. All those things that we thought were not there, the blank stuff, was actually there the whole time. The template was there. We just couldn't see it. Isn't that strange? So all the little scribble scrabbles and the smiley face I drew and the texting I typed, like the word fern, it all showed up. Okay. So that's what happens sometimes when you're using the Google Chrome. Sometimes you can't see the template, but you can still draw, you can still write, you can still record your voice, you can still type things, but when you hit that green done button, it actually goes onto the blank template and it might not be in the right place. Okay? If you don't like what you just did, remember this is the undo button. And you can always have the option, if you don't like what you were saying, you can always hit re-record. And it will erase what you already recorded and you can do it over again. If you want to listen to yourself, you hit play.
And go. I'm on. I'm live. See?
Okay. And then just touch the middle of the screen and it'll pop back up when you're done listening to yourself. If you want to undo what you did, you hit this. And look, it takes you right back to where we were, the blank template, which looks blank. It looks empty and all white, but we know now that whatever you do in here is going to transfer onto the student template. So let's see. Let's write hi. And see hi showed up. Okay, so when you're using Google Chrome, it's going to, it's not going to let you use a template at all. Like once you go into your tools, it's going to look blank. And then whenever you hit done, it is going to magically show up on the template that you were never able to see. Okay, I was able to see what I had before with the clouds and fern because I copied from my journal. I hit copy and edit. Remember, I made a copy of it. Okay, so if I don't like that one, I didn't know it was going to do that and I don't like it, you can always leave a comment. Not working right. Sorry, I tried this. It wasn't working. Just so I know that you're not just turning in blank things on purpose. Just so I know you tried it. You can type that in here. I tried. Sorry, not working on my device. I'm going to try to record instead. And you can use the microphone. You can tell me that it's not working. So you can always feel free to do that if something's not working out. Or feel free to do it on a piece of tablet paper at home. And hit add response and upload a response. Okay, if you want to add a response to your journal that's really not connected to an activity, just to let me know, hey, I just tried to do the fern activity. It's waiting for approval, but I don't like it. You can add just a random blank response. Okay, so you can take a photo of your work from home this way, video, a link if you have something, a website, which I don't think you do, but if you do, you would use that. You can type something. That's what notes for. Drawing brings up that blank toolkit with like the pencils and markers and stuff for you to draw and write with your finger. And if you already have photos saved that you want to upload to show me, you can hit upload. And then you can, I'm on a computer, so it's going to say select from a computer. But if you were on a phone, you could hit upload, and the first option will be photos, and you would hit photos, and it brings up your phone's camera roll. Same thing if you were on an iPad. Okay, so you can always do it that way. Just tell me that way. Okay, so I'm not going to get mad if something like this happens. Clearly, I know it's a mistake. Or if I see a blank template and hear your voice, I know that when you're using the microphone, it kind of gets rid of the whole template feature altogether. So that's what is good and what is bad about both the Microsoft. Remember, on the Microsoft Edge, the tools worked, the template showed up, but I was not able to use my microphone. Sometimes if you go up here to where the website is typed and hit the lock button, it'll say microphone on. It's already on. If this is off, you could try clicking it to turn it on. Okay, and then refresh the page. Okay, it refreshed. And sometimes then the microphone or the video feature will work, and sometimes it still will not. Okay, and then we notice what happened with Microsoft Chrome. Well, Microsoft Chrome our whole template did not show up at first until I already submitted it from my journal, and then I went into Chrome and tried to do it from Chrome, and the tools worked, but there was no template in the background, but the microphone feature worked. Okay, so let me show you what this would be like if you're using Chrome for a totally new activity. So let's find another reading one. There, we do Day the Crayons Quit. So I'm going to do Read and Respond, The Day the Crayons Quit by Drew Daywalt. And I'm going to click my link. You'll listen to the story, which is on my YouTube channel. Okay, it'll open up YouTube. When you're done, you can hit the back button or click out YouTube, and it takes you right back to Seesaw if you X out the YouTube tab. Okay, so whenever you're done listening to the story, you add your response. And there's your response, okay? But, uh-oh, my template's not showing up, is it? There it is. But when I try to write, nothing's happening. Because my template's opening, but it's not opening directly on the page I want it to. See? Not there. View instructions. There it is in the instructions. But whenever you try to open it to create something directly on top of it on Google Chrome, it's going to look blank. Okay, so let's say the activity was actually to draw your own color crayon and write about your crayon. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just going to hit my check mark and tell my teacher it didn't work. And oh, look at that. There's my crayon that I couldn't see myself drawing. Okay, so now it automatically approved that. And I didn't want my teacher to see that. That's a mistake. Okay, that's when you can comment to me or hit the little 3 dots, edit, and you can go back and tell me with the microphone. Hey, Mrs. Pendleton, I'm on Google Chrome and I'm looking at a blank screen. I can't pull up the template to write directly on it, and I'm sorry. But I just wanted to tell you that if I had to invent a crayon, its name would be Peach, and Peach is mad because Peach is tired of being called coral and pink and orange. So Peach decided to pack up her things and quit the crayon box. Okay, done. Pause. Done. And that way it lets me know this was a mistake and what happened. I was using Chrome. I couldn't see. It just tells me, explains what I wanted to do. You can always, if you have another device at home, another computer, an iPhone, maybe your parents will let you use a smartphone or a tablet or something else. You could try a different device, or you could, if you're on a computer, you could try another internet browser. Okay, and you could do it that way, or just leave me the comment. Oh, sorry, the video comment saying that you tried and it wasn't opening correctly, and I'm still going to give you credit if I see that you took the time to type, hey, I tried, this is what happened, or use the microphone to leave me that message. That's okay too. So anytime you run into those issues, boys and girls, if you're on an app, then you try the website and either one's working correctly. You try Google Chrome and the same thing's happening to you that just happened to me, where the template's not coming up and it's all blank. That's okay. Leave me a comment after you post your activity, or leave me a microphone recording. Several of you have done that already, telling me you made a mistake, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, I appreciate that you tried, and I'm still going to give you credit for it. Okay? If everything seems to be working correctly, like I know the school iPads have been working great. So if you are on the app on an iPad and it's working great for you, you were able to draw a picture like this, and you wanted to use a microphone and your microphone option's working, that's great. Okay, but remember, anytime you use the microphone, if you don't wait until last to use the microphone, then it won't let you go back and draw or write or type anything. Okay, so once you use a microphone, you won't be able to do any of this, like the drawings and the text, which is the typing. Okay, so if you're going to use a microphone and read me your writing, please wait until last to do that. Otherwise, it's going to just submit your blank template again. Okay, you want to use the microphone after you're done drawing or writing and typing into the boxes, and then use the microphone if the microphone feature works for you. Again, if you're on a computer, the microphone's not going to work probably on Microsoft Edge. And if you're on Google, the template's not going to work, but the microphone will. Okay, but if you're using an iPad, both of them should work. Same thing with an iPhone. It's just really hard sometimes to draw on a small screen. Okay, I did show you how to zoom in and make the screen bigger, so hopefully that helps. But if nothing seems to be working, or you're on a Kindle Fire like my daughter's, and none of the tools are showing up at all, not the microphone, not the T so you can text, not the drawing tools, that's okay. That's when you can just do it on a separate sheet of paper at home, on a back of a paper, or on an old tablet or something, notebook paper, and write and draw what you wanted to share, and then upload a photo of it. Okay, by going to add, you can take a photo of your writing at home, or you can take a picture and then go to add and then upload the picture. Okay, so that's what to do if the technology is glitching and giving you issues. There's ways you can work around it. You can try web browsers, which is you can go to the web address app.seesaw.me or web.seesaw.me. If the app's not working, if the app is working, but some of the features aren't working right, like the microphone, go in and make sure, go into your settings on your iPad or your tablet or your phone. Make sure that you enabled your camera and your microphone. If it's still not working, then everything fails. Do the work at home on a separate sheet of paper and upload it. Or if you do something like this and you did not mean to turn that in, but you did.
Hey, Mrs. Pendleton, I'm
use
on
that.
Google Chrome.
Use your comment to record your message or to type your message telling me that I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I tried to delete it, but if you click on the little buttons, you're allowed to edit, which means you can go back and fix it and change it. And you can make a copy of it and edit your copy. So I can copy this, my recording and my goofy looking picture, and I can fix or edit that, but you can't delete it. Okay, so if all else fails, you can upload a photo and just add it to your journal to tell me what happened. Okay? I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a couple of solutions to the problems that many of you are having. I know some of you are having problems with microphones. Some of you are having problems getting your tools to show up. Some of you aren't able to load any of the student response templates on the activities where you can actually write and draw into the boxes. So I just gave you a couple choices of what to do if you run into any of those issues. You probably will not run into all of them like I did today, because I did that on purpose. But if you do run into all of those, like I know my daughter ran into a lot of those on her Kindle, then you can always just upload a photo and do it on a piece of tablet paper, notebook paper at home, and upload a photo of it when you're ready. Okay? No matter how you submit your work, I know that you're trying, and I see that you're getting on and attempting it. I will be more than happy with that. Okay, thank you so hard for working so hard, boys and girls. I appreciate it. Parents, I appreciate all of your support helping your child. And thank you all for being so patient with me, with technology. We all know how Mrs. Pendleton feels sometimes about technology. And please be patient with yourselves. Okay, I know that you're doing the best you can, and I'm not going to get mad if something like this happens. Okay? All right, thank you, boys and girls, and I hope that was helpful. Miss you, love you. Bye-bye.